Ion Spann versus Ion Cutelaba in the light heavyweight division. Now, this is another interesting one, odds-wise, because you've got Ryan Spann coming in as the underdog, and I was quite surprised by that, if I'm totally honest. Like, Ion Cutelaba is coming in at 1.44, so you're getting less than even money, but you're getting better than even money on Ryan Spann, coming in at 2.75. Now, again, this is another one where when the odds are up for the methods, I'm probably going to put a separate bet on. But for the time being, I'm just going to look at their stats. Now, you've got Ion Cutelaba, like he's this Moldovan berserker is what I would call him. He's a marauder. He goes in and he swings big. He's a very proficient fighter. He's got a bit of Sambo, a bit of Greco-Roman. He's got big heavy hands. But he does tend to go in and swing very wild. And that was he really faded in his last fight against Devin Clark. And Clark, with respect, is not the greatest of opponents. And I do feel like, no, he went in really, really heavy round one and then just faded very, very quickly. And then you've got his other big win against Khalil Roundtree. That was very, very impressive. But I think that Cutelaba is going to run into some problems here. I really do. Because Ryan Spann, he's very big for the weight class, actually. He's even for light heavyweights. He's 6'5". He's got an 81.5 inch reach. And compare that to Cutelaba, who's only 6'1" and has a 75-inch reach. Now, I do think that this is going to be some problems. Because the thing is with Ryan Spann, he's very good at he's got long punches and he has good technical striking, and we've seen Cutelaba come unstuck against like Ankalaev, for instance. That's how Ankalaev just picked Cutelaba off, because Cutelaba was just throwing those big winging punches and he could see him from a mile off. I think Ryan Spann's going to be able to do something similar here. I think that Spann is probably going to strike from the outside long enough to make Ion Cutelaba do something silly, like shooting. Because one thing that jumps out off the page at me is the amount of guillotine chokes that Ryan Spann actually has on his... He's got a lot of guillotines. And he's a BJJ blue belt, and he tends to get quite a lot of submissions. I'm trying to think how many... Yeah, he's got 11 submissions on his record. And a lot of those are by way of guillotine choke. I think he got a Guillotines Contender Series fight. So yeah, I think that Ion Cutelaba is going to come unstuck here. And as I said, the odds they've got him as a massive favourite. Well, not a massive favourite, but quite a heavy favourite. So for me, Ryan Spann is probably my pick of the week, because I feel like 2.75 are getting better than even money, and I would say that actually, for me, the guillotine's likely, because I do think he's going to strike with Ion Cutelaba for as long as Ion is willing to stand. I think Ion's going to eat a few shots, and then he's going to try and shoot in for a takedown, or he's going to do something sloppy, and I feel like Ryan Spann is probably going to find the submission. Like I said, very likely to get a guillotine choke, because he seems to get a lot of them. Yeah, that's my pick on that one. I'll do a further update if I can once the odds for the submission go up. And then